I'm definitely going to vote in this presidential election, and I always intellectually think that it's very important to vote, but I don't always vote. I think presidential elections are important because they kind of set the tone that our country projects internationally. You know, like, people don't look at individual congressmen a lot of the time from other countries and say, oh, the United States, such and such congressman is so terrible, you know, but they do look at the president. So I think both for the leadership of the country and for our foreign relations, I think it's really important to have a president that you can at least not hate. I guess I never really have felt very personal about voting. I mean, I always feel like it's something you ought to do, but and there are definitely things that I want to go a certain way, you know, like I'd like to keep Obamacare, and I'd like to, you know, make sure that contraception is available for people, and I'd like to make sure that we don't get involved in any crazy wars that, like, God knows what's going to happen, you know. When it comes down to it, it's almost a little bit for me more about how we look to other people, and a little bit less about, you know, about what's actually going to happen. I feel like any given president is only going to do like one thing out of the, you know, hundreds of things that they say they're going to. So I'm pretty cynical in that way, but I think it's still important. I don't think I have any friends who would say that it doesn't affect them personally, but I have a lot of friends who think that they don't have any effect. So I have lots of friends who say, like, oh, I don't want to bother voting because my vote doesn't mean anything, you know? And I think that, you know, honestly, I really don't have a good answer for that, but you should definitely do it. Like, this is the whole reason that you're in this country, is so that you can help run it. And, you know, if you think that you're not going to have enough of an impact by voting, you should protest, or you should go out and, you know, do other things, or write letters to your congressman, but you should also still vote, you know. Like, if you're frustrated because you think you're not going to make an impact, or you're frustrated because you think that the policies that we have aren't going to affect you, what you should really do as, like, the best citizen you can be is try and change that in every way you can, you know. And I think it's become really clear recently that especially with marriage rights, and especially with this whole contraception debate, I think it's become really clear that politics is going to come into people's homes if we don't, you know, do something to keep it out of them.